Well, well, hello there, everyone. I'm William Brantley from the University Village Apartments on Walker Road in the North Jackson, Tennessee area. Ready to share with you yesterday's and today's climate summary and give you forecasts for the next few days momentarily. I'm running a little late tonight. I've been kind of testing some web cameras, and I think I'm liking the one I was using, which is So-So News. But let me get on to it since it's running a little late. Of course, we've had some rain today. That moved in pretty much on time, and it's actually going to be leaving pretty much on time, even though at the moment we do have a break in the rain. But we have a little bit more coming within the next hour or two. It's going to last for a few minutes, then it'll be over with. Alright, first of all, yesterday's low temperature was 41 degrees. That was yesterday, Thursday. Yeah, low was 41 degrees since I missed yesterday's recording. Yesterday's high was 79 degrees. I had no rainfall yesterday here in North Jackson. The highest wind gust yesterday was 28 miles per hour out of the south at 2:03 p.m. And yesterday's highest temperature of West Tennessee was 79 degrees at the Memphis, Tennessee airport, at the National Weather Service Forecast Office in Memphis, and right here in North Jackson. And 36 degrees was the coolest low for yesterday, and that occurred at Lexington and Union City, Tennessee. Alright, I'm going to move on to today's climate data. I know I'm a little late tonight, but I'm going to have to go with the 6 p.m. conditions as they were at 6 p.m. I'll probably do a printout summary at midnight for the whole day. But as of 6 p.m., the skies were cloudy at that time here in North Jackson, and it was raining at that time, and the temperature was down to 40 degrees at that time. The dew point was also 40 degrees, making the relative humidity 100%. The wind was out of the north at 7 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure was 29.94 inches of mercury. Today's low temperature as of 6 p.m. was 40 degrees. Today's high was 62 degrees. That occurred just a little before lunch. And I did take another look at my rain gauge as of 9:15 p.m. And at that time, I've had 1.36 inches of rainfall here. I have not had a report out of Bemis yet. I'm hoping to get it later tonight or tomorrow. But 1.36 inches of rain has fallen here in North Jackson on Walker Road. Okay, the lowest relative humidity as of 6 p.m. was 54%, and that occurred at 1 a.m. last night. Today's highest would be 100%, and that occurred at 6 p.m. Today's highest wind gust so far has been 25 miles per hour out of the northwest at 3:24 p.m. Today's records for October the 27th, hottest high would be 87 degrees in 2014. Well, it's pretty warm today. Back in 2014, just 3 years ago, 87 degrees. Compared that to 62 today. Alright, the coolest high would be 47 degrees, and that occurred in 1997. While the warmest low would be 66 degrees, and that occurred in 2004. And the coldest low would be 28 degrees, and that occurred in 2001. Today's rainfall record would be 1.46 inches, and that occurred in 2015. Boy, that is real close, isn't it? 1.36 as of 9/15, and the record's 1.46 in 2015. And we do have a little bit more coming before midnight, so that's going to be a close call there. I have to wait and see if midnight makes that decisive decision or lets it stand. We'll have to wait and see. Alrighty, let me move on to a few graphs and I'll be through for tonight, especially since I'm running so late. I wanted to go ahead and show you the freeze watch that's for all of West Tennessee for Sunday morning from 1 a.m. to I believe 9 a.m. Let me show you it real quick like. And it's counties in blue or light blue. The darker blue is a freeze warning, and that's not too far to our west and north. But right now, West Tennessee, all of West Tennessee, in light blue, is under a freeze watch again for Sunday morning from 1 a.m. to 10 a.m. Of course, Madison County is included in the watch. Alrighty. What's next? Oh yeah, local radar. I'm gonna show you the Memphis radar, courtesy of Channel 3 in Memphis. For starters, let you see most of the heavy rain is east of Jackson. It's pretty heavy just east of us too. Just east of Lexington also. The heaviest just left Lexington. It's basically east of Lexington on over to about Columbia, Tennessee, which is southwest of Nashville, and points north and south of that general area. If I can bring it out, then you see it a little bit better. And it's as of right now. But you come over here and look west of us along the Mississippi River, there's another area of lighter rain that's not quite as heavy as what we've already experienced. It's approaching the Mississippi River from about Blythe, Arkansas, south of Memphis, and a little bit beyond Memphis. It's moving in our direction also. There's a little tiny area of yellow that's down there southeast of Forest City, Arkansas. So we might get a little bit more before midnight when that moves through. It might be an hour before it gets here, but that'll be lighter than what we've had during the afternoon hours. So the rain may not be completely over just yet, but it should be over around 1 a.m. roughly is when it's expected to be out of here. But then I'll let you, let me see if I can get that just a little clearer. There we go. Maybe yeah, that was a little blurry there. All right, let me come back over here and see. There we go. You can see it a little bit better now. All righty. And see where it's at to the east of us. Maybe you can read the cities a little bit better now, since I kind of cleared it up. All right. Let me go back to Jackson, basically. Right now, we're just almost rain-free here in Jackson. Yeah, pretty much rain-free. This very last frame from 9:38. Alrighty. Let's look at the Southeast Regional Enhanced Satellite, courtesy of AccuWeather, of course. It shows us with the clouds over us, of course, with the rain to the east of us, mainly over east West Tennessee and west Middle Tennessee, or pretty much Middle Tennessee. And the clouds are streaming in from the south, but the rain should be over with, like I said, not long after midnight. It's clear well to the west of us, and not too bad down in Arkansas. And it's clearing to the west of us some. Some of those clouds up there in Missouri might filter down a little bit overnight, but shouldn't be too big of a problem. And there are clear skies over in western Arkansas, and all, even though that looks kind of like clouds, but it's cooler air, so it shows up a little more dense than what warm air does. But those clear skies should be here around 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. Alrighty. Let's see what's next. A surface map features, thanks to the Weather Channel. We have a cold front that moved through today, of course. It's now centered over Middle Tennessee, obviously. Right along in here. Low's near Nashville. Front stretches on up to this low way up in the Great Lakes area and stretches on down into the Gulf of Mexico. We're under the control of that high now over Nebraska. Alrighty. Or will be soon. Put it that way. Right tomorrow. That's the one that was under control of us before the front moved through. That went off in the Atlantic Ocean. Now that high is fixing to take over. There's a couple other fronts out west. There's really not a whole lot out west. God, look how clear everything is out there. That's a little unusual. Of course, there's snow up north in parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin and northern Michigan. None of that's moving our way. It shouldn't change to snow or anything like that overnight. It shouldn't have any ice on bridges either, even though it's expected to be down there freezing for daybreak. But the winds blowing and the precipitation ending in time should dry it up just enough to keep from getting some dangerous conditions in that regard. Alright, so basically that leads to the forecast, slightly more details. Whoa, let's get this camera straight first. Maybe that'll work. Close enough anyways. It's going to be mostly cloudy for the remainder of tonight, of course, till around 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. We have a 90% chance of more rain, even though it temporarily isn't, but there will some more come before midnight, of course, but it should be gone around 1 or 2 in the morning. And it should actually become fair before sunrise, possibly as early as 4 a.m. With the low tomorrow morning near 32 degrees, with a high tomorrow of only 52 degrees. Yeah, compare that to today's 62 degrees. And compare that to the day before then, we got to 79 degrees. Alright, but tomorrow only 52 degrees for a high. We'll have west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. By the way, the sunset at 6:05 p.m. this evening and be rising tomorrow morning at 7:14 a.m. And that 7:14 a.m. is the last day of daylight savings time. So that'd be the last morning that the sun rises that late at 7:14 a.m. And by the way, the moon rose today at 1:43 p.m. and it'll be setting tomorrow morning. 1:43 p.m. and be setting. What's already set today? Well, no, that's on the 28th. That's Saturday. Be setting at 12:18 a.m. Finally got the time there correct. Rose at 1:43 p.m. and set late tonight, early tomorrow morning at 12:18 a.m. Probably won't see it though, due to the clouds and rain. Okay. Oh, by the way, the first quarter moon is complete tonight, or most of the day, all day for that matter. First quarter moon is complete today. Saturday, fair skies, of course. I think I done mentioned that part of it. We'll have west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And on Sunday, it's going to be mostly clear with the low near 30. It's going to get below freezing the way it looks now. Low near 30 and a high of 56 with west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And with the ideal of and Sunday will be the beginning of Central Standard Time again, which I guess I should have put that on there. I did and I forgot to. What happened to it? I thought I had it on there. I must have forgot to recopy it again. No. I'm sorry. That's that's this week. No, that's next weekend. Oh my God. Sorry about that, folks. I messed up a little bit. It's next weekend that we lose. Yes, November, not October. I'm so sorry. With that in mind, let me go back to Saturday. Well, I'll tell you what, no, there's no change. Forget what I said about the change of time for tomorrow night. It's next Saturday night that we change time. Sorry about that. I knew there was some reason why I didn't have it on there. I forgot, got it wrong there. Sorry about that. Okay, so moon rises tomorrow, Saturday, at 2:23 p.m. and sets at 12:46 a.m. Sunday morning. I think that's what I really meant to say. And then you already got the Sunday's information. 34 low. Sun be rising at 7:15 and sets at 6:03 p.m. No changes there. I apologize for getting that up a little early. Monday, mostly clear skies with a low near 36 and a high of 68. It's going to start warming up a little bit on Monday with southwest winds at 10 to 20. And on Tuesday, Halloween Day, it's going to be fair skies till sunset, then becoming mostly cloudy. Still no rains expected on Halloween. With a low near 38 and a high of 61 with northeast winds at 10 to 20. So really not that bad for Halloween. And we have a chance for rain on Wednesday and Thursday. And a little bit, small chance next Friday, 30% chance. And then by Sunday, November the 5th, is when Central Daylight Time ends and Central Standard Time begins at 2 a.m. Sunday, November the 5th. And I'll give you the sunrise and set times next weekend, so it won't be too confusing to you. So I'll repeat tonight's real quick since I did sort of mess it up some. Sunset at 6:05 p.m. and rises tomorrow morning at 7:14 a.m. and the sun sets tomorrow evening at 6:04 p.m. The moon rose at 1:43 p.m. and sets at 12:18 a.m. tomorrow morning, and the moon rises tomorrow afternoon at 2:23 p.m. Alright, I'm going to let it go. I went a little longer than I wanted to on that. And I think that's it for tonight. So once again, the rain will be gone by roughly around 1 a.m. And that'll be the last chance for rain again until, I believe, next Wednesday. Alright, but it's going to be cold both tomorrow morning and Sunday morning with lows down around 30 to 32 degrees. And a frost is possible Sunday morning. The winds are going to be calmer Sunday morning. It may have a frost and freeze on the ground Sunday morning. And that's why the frost watch or freeze watch is valid for Sunday morning. And they may change that to a freeze warning by sometime tomorrow. Alright, speaking of that, good night, folks. Sweet dreams. I hope you wake up to a beautiful Saturday, October 28th, 2017. And I hope to talk to you again tomorrow evening. And until then, good night and God bless.